Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your Oracle and Tarot reading for the full moon, second full moon in Aquarius of 2021. We already experienced the full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree of the sign last month in July. Technically, August should be our time of the full moon in Pisces. However, this is a very interesting and sort of unexpected hiccup in the astrological layout, because this full moon is going to happen at 29 degrees, the very last degree of Aquarius. It will hit that full point and then very quickly, 40 minutes later, go into the sign of Pisces. So next month will be the Pisces full moon, but we are experiencing a back-to-back energy of the full moon in Aquarius. I think this is very positive for you, Sagittarius, in general, because the full moon in Aquarius has a very strong energy of liberation, freedom, truth. It's a very nice harmonic for you. It's very much in alignment with your sign. I would say that my earlier degree Sagittarians would have felt most of that benefit last month, which of course is still resonating through now. But my later degree Sagittarians, those of you who are born closer to the time of Capricorn, you will feel this full moon even stronger and get a tremendous amount of benefits from it. So let's get into your reading. I will be using several lunar oracle decks as well as the tarot. We're going to get some messages, past, present, future, on this for you. Keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius out there. So take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in any of the card decks I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and info will be down in the description box. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Sagittarians for our second full moon in Aquarius for this month of August 2021. Whatever they need to know for their best and highest good, please. Wow. Ooh, I like all of these. All right, so we're starting out with the immediate past. The new moon, a new start is coming. So Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of you over this last 28 to 30 days, you would have been experiencing a lot of clearing of cycles, a lot of things being released. You may feel like you're really into a fresh start, brand new beginning. I always say with that new moon, it's almost like the clean slate that has not been written on yet. So it really has that feeling of like whole new energy, whole new life cycle starting. You may have been, doing so much releasing, detoxing, and purging on all levels. And now this new beginning is with you. So let's get a clarifier for our new moon. And for some of you, you may feel that this is already in play. For some of you, you're still working through that new cycle starting. And it really has to do with your own power, your own energy. The card of will and willpower is coming up onto this to clarify it. So I do feel that this new beginning, this new start in life for you, it wasn't just some sort of accident. It wasn't just randomly thrust upon you. You really had a major role in that. It was like, no, I will have a new beginning. I will devote myself to starting my life over again. I will have a better time going forward. I will release all negativity, anything that's held me back. I really feel that that's been a lot of your intentions out there, right in the center. Look at what's coming through with this full moon energy. This is our present energy. The waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. So not only is it starting with a new moon, we're going to the waxing, which is the next phase, right? As it's building, as it's progressing. And I feel like this full moon, it's almost like it brings those hopes and dreams even more full circle for you. Things that were initiated or started last month, they start to get even stronger as this full moon comes through. Wow. Oh, I love this. I love it for my Sagittarians. The self-love card, self-worth, self-confidence. Oh my goodness, boldness, determination coming back in, appreciating all of your gifts, your talents, your blessings. Wow. Love that card. So definitely. And it's also a waxing. Notice that. These are both waxing crescent cards. So I really feel you're growing an appreciation of yourself, especially if in the past you hadn't been so nice to yourself and you hadn't been building yourself up in a positive way. This is a time of really loving yourself, contributing and investing in your own self-worth and well-being. Be awesome to yourself with this Sagittarius. That's what it really says to me here. And going into the future, the next 28, 30 days out from the time of the full moon tomorrow, we have the full moon in Scorpio. So it's time to release any negativity, anything that might be left over, because we know how that works. Whenever you're, implementing new thoughts, new routines, emotional habits, etc., sure, sometimes they can come creeping back in, those old unwanted thoughts, those old negative voices in the head, right? And so it's just be aware of that, Sagittarius, because with that full moon in Scorpio, it's like it's that deep dive. It's really uncovering everything to make sure that you are healed from the outside in, right? And the inside out as well. So definitely be aware of that. It's time to brush it off. Time to brush it off. Anytime that you feel any of that creeping back in, don't beat up on yourself for it. Just relax. Notice, oh yeah, there's that old thought. There's that old pattern. And just gently release it. Let's get into a clarifier here as well. Yes, and that's an important part of this as well, is acceptance, right? We all have our challenges, we all have our pluses and minuses, or, things that we really excel at and things that we struggle with. And so I think that it's important to accept yourself in all aspects and to remember that you always are doing the best that you can with where you are on your journey at that time. So you can never beat yourself up for anything that you've experienced in the past. Don't harbor regret, Sagittarius. Move and build from here now. Let's get into some tarot and deepen these messages for you. This reading's making me feel emotional. Sagittarians, I'm feeling it. It's like I almost feel a little bit of a tearing up. It's like I feel like this is a beautiful read, guys. And I just feel like y'all have been through so much. And I just feel like you're coming to a great place in this part of your journey. This is a beautiful turning point. That's what I feel with this moon. Wow. Yeah, there it is. And I feel like, you've really come into this place in the immediate past. Look at that Ten of Cups. That's such a positive card. It's happiness, it's spiritual contentment, emotional fulfillment, really getting the hopes and dreams, right? Getting the things that you've been wishing for. And I feel like even if you haven't gotten it just yet, it's like you are so focused on it. You're like, nope, I'm going to envision, I'm going to put myself in a higher vibration. Things are going to start moving for you. You're very focused on, very determined. Yes, and look at that Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands clarifying. That's a Sagittarius energy card. So I do feel like you're moving rapidly in that direction. You're coming from a great place here. You have really made some big strides. In the present energy, we have the Seven of Cups sitting on top of our waxing crescent and our self-love card. So there is a lot for you to choose from right now. That might be one of the only challenges that you're going through currently, is that you may feel a little bit of that omnivore's dilemma, where it's like you have a lot of interest, a lot of things that you might like to do or directions you might like to go. So you are going to have to make some decisions around what direction your dreams will take. You may need to do a little research. You may need to take a little time of self-reflection and investigation to determine what the best path is. But yes, you do have a lot of things on your plate right now. and to keep it in balance. Okay, so this gives a lot of good advice. The Six of Pentacles on top of this. I would say whatever feels reciprocal, whatever feels like it has a nice equal give and take, that's the direction I would go in, whether it's a career path, a relationship opportunity, a new place to live or travel. I would definitely go wherever it feels that there's balance, groundedness, and stability, where you feel that either that person in that situation, whatever the dynamic is giving back to you just as much as you're giving to it, right? You know when you feel it. You know when you feel that something is in balance, and that's what I would direct my energy towards. Into the future, I do feel that you're still healing a lot, right? We had that releasing of negativity, acceptance. There's that Three of Swords. That's a huge card of loss, grief, mourning, disappointment, and recovery after something that's been very trying, very difficult. So I do feel absolutely that going forward, you may still be healing that heart. You may still be relearning, you know, better patterns, better habits, and how to treat yourself better. So be very gentle with yourself over this next month's course, Sagittarius. You've made some great strides, and I feel like you're really learning how to be really super good to yourself. This is an emotional reading, y'all. This really is. It is. And look at that Knight of Cups. I do feel like it's time to move forward emotionally. Knight of Cups is really about moving those emotions forward. It's also about, you know, gestures of love or care, compassion. You may be feeling guided to do something kind towards someone else. They may be guided to do something loving or kind for you. But, you know, this is really about moving it to a new direction. Look at that on the bottom. We have Justice, Libra, bringing things into balance, bringing things back into harmony for you, Sagittarius. And yes, Seven of Cups coming back again on the bottom of the everyday. I do feel that this is a lot of choices. There's a big decision that you're going to have to make, and you are weighing the options right now. But don't get discouraged. You know, over this next month or so, if you come back into, you know, connection with some of those old hurts or old, you know, pains or sadness, you know, just work through it. Like I said, be gentle with yourself. And sometimes the best thing to do when you're struggling is to reach out a helping hand to someone else. It's very, very cathartic. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Wow. Yeah, achievement. Achievement. And Sagittarius, I feel like you all have achieved so much. Win the award, the accolade, the contract. For some of you, you might be getting offered some good job opportunities, something really good coming through in your favor. But I feel even stronger that you've really crossed some personal barrier, some kind of hurdle energetically, emotionally, that's taking you to a much stronger place. I love this reading. This is actually one of my favorites so far, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonates with you. And reach out there, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family. I'd love to see you back again. See you soon and take care.